You're going live. Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening. How are you?
Good evening, Yvonne.
This is Eve McLilley or Ivadne
Yvonne,
joining you live from New York City, the
good
social
night,
Sip
Yvonne.
Soiree. And we have with us artist David Wilson and his beautiful wife, Yvonne Wilson. Hello, Yvonne and David.
Hello.
Good night.
Nice to have you. So we have music in the background by Jimmy D. And like I said last time, Jimmy D is my nephew. So please go look for his channel and support him. It's Jimmidi space D. That's his handle on YouTube. And so you could download his music anywhere that streams music. So welcome, David and Yvonne.
Could you repeat that?
Jimmy?
Jim.
Jimmi space
Uh-huh.
D.
Okay.
Letter D.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So that's my nephew, and he's a wonderful performer and singer. So yeah. So ladies and gentlemen, this is the Sip Soiree, and we do this every Saturday evening to give away some of this wonderful stuff that I have here, whether it's teas or stuff like infuser. Last week, someone got an infuser. I'm not going to say yet what we're going to give away this week, but last week, someone won this beautiful, beautiful infuser. So we do this on a weekly basis so you can become familiar with the things that I sell at Eve McLilley Teas and the services that we offer here. So David is here this evening because he's going to be talking to us about his painting. So we're mixing tea and painting tonight in the party. So why don't you just sit back, relax, and let's get this going, right? So I'm gonna play some music and we're gonna get to our teas and relax, right, David? Did you get your teas already?
Yes, we have our teas ready.
Okay.
Do you need me to get the poster?
Not yet. Okay, you're gonna get that.
Let
Okay.
me get it so that it can be close.
All right. Okay.
And our tea is ready to go.
Wonderful, wonderful.
We're having Eve McLilley. Not a clear picture. Let me see. Lemongrass.
Which one you having? Lemongrass?
Lemongrass.
Okay. Nice, nice, nice. So, ladies and gentlemen, whenever you join us, wherever you're joining us from, please go ahead and put a comment in the chat so we know you are here. And that is your registration for attending the party. If you didn't put your name in the chat, we will not know who joined. So please make sure you put your name in the chat for us. When you join us, please go ahead, put it in the chat and share so that other people can know that we are on.
Somebody in the
She's going to now.
oh, what thank you.
She is mentioning.
Look up to Sounds pretty good. Yeah, exactly.
Real life. You know that,
Yeah, exactly.
right?
So
Yeah.
we're gonna pause here and continue. And I'd just like to tell you guys that when you watch this video, wherever you watch it, please remember to make a comment and share it with other people. It's my small business that I'm trying to grow and trying to promote. And I come up here every Saturday evening and try to do just that. So some of the products I have, the latest that I have added um, is this little box of tea. That's a sampling box with different six different flavors for you to sample in so that you could know which one you want to purchase, right? The light is giving me a hard time. But it's a nice little gift. It's in a beautiful box, as you can see, and this is how you will get it. So you can really give this to someone for a gift if you want to buy a gift that is inexpensive but beautiful. So this is our latest edition. We're gonna have this for until stock lasts, really, because I don't really have a lot of them. I usually use this for my tea parties. So this is the sample size, which you will get some little packets inside, like this, some little packets that has tea bags in them, and it's wonderful to give to someone because they will get a chance to sample about six different teas in it, different types of teas. And then what is hot also for the Christmas is the Rejoice drink. Some of you may have heard about it before. It's the apple, rosehip, mango, and hibiscus drink. It's a crowd favorite, whether it's hot or cold. And so this drink is in circulation around. I am offering this in the gallon size also for Christmas holiday so people can have it to share with their family. So there you go, the Rejoice drink. Hello, Sheila join. How are you, Sheila? Dolores also joined. Hello, Dolores. Good evening. Thank you guys for joining. Please go ahead and share so that others can know that we are on so they can also join. And um, you've seen this before. This is our Christmas gift set. And this one, depending on what you're getting, you will get the size. It will come with the ribbon and all that fancy decorations. So it is ready for you to send off to your friends and family. These are from collection from last year. We also have the beautiful, elegant stainless steel bottle, which is stainless steel inside and outside. It says, I support minority businesses. And my logo is right here. The top comes off, and then you have a perfect cup and really high quality. And this part comes apart like that. So you could drink from this, or you could put this on, and you have a beautiful pouch that you could drink from, and then you could cover it like this. Now, the great thing about this bottle, I call it my tea bottle, is that it keeps liquids hot for 12 hours and cold for 24. And it has this beautiful strap, which is very thin but very strong, that you could just hang your bottle on your arm when you're going out shopping, when you are at the train station, when you're going to work, if you're going to the gym, you just hang your bottle on your arm and you go. So it doesn't stop you from you know taking something else in your hand, your handbag or anything else, right? So this bottle is also among some of the things you could use, you could share as gift items for the holiday to your friends and loved ones. And then there's the infuser, which comes in three pieces. I'll just show you. There's like that. You put your loose leaf tea inside the mesh section here. You close it. It has an interlocking area to close it. And when you remove it from your cup, you can put it in this cup to prevent water from dripping on your desk or on your books or whatever. The great thing about this and what is so fabulous about this elegant piece is that it floats on the water. This section at the top here floats on the in the water. So just this will be under water immersed and this part will be floating on top. So it's not a common piece. You won't find it in the stores. I imported it personally. And so, yeah, so we have a few of those, not a lot, and they'll be available until stock lasts. So, let me, so ladies and gentlemen, if you want to check out any of these things, please um, email, text, or phone me. I'm going to put my number here 347. I put my number here. And I'm opening my website here, which is easy. And so that's my website if you need to order. But if I speak about something and you don't see it on my website, please contact me directly. So I'll talk more later about what we have and what's available for you guys to purchase. So David is here and he is going to take a few minutes, perhaps about 10 minutes, to explain to us about his art. And if anyone has questions, they can type it in the chat and I will answer those questions. As a matter of fact, he can see the questions because I'll put it up on the screen for him to see it. So, David, go ahead. Just explain to everybody. Oh, by the way, the art that you see behind me is it's done by David. This piece is done by him, and that portrait of myself is also done by him. I don't know which way to go to show them. And in the background up there is another small piece that's also done by him. So you could tell I'm a favorite. My collection is growing. So welcome, David.
Hello, good evening. My name is David Wilson, and I'm here with my wife of 42 years. I've been painting for close to 50 years now, and I paint in a style that I call anthropomorphic alternative reality. That's a mouthful in itself. Now, the objective here is to depict a three-dimensional image in which another dimension emerges. Um, Western art has dealt with three-dimensional illusion on a two-dimensional surface. My objective is to show that to introduce the viewer to a visual experience of a fourth spatial dimension. So you see a traditional, for example, if you look at that painting right over Eve's shoulder, you see a traditional three-dimensional image of a vase on a table with flowers. Okay, so it's on one level, the three-dimensional image is a vase of flowers. Yet you see another dimension within that image, which I consider a fourth spatial dimension, occupying a fourth spatial dimension, and they are congruent, the third and fourth dimension. Um, I don't know if Western art has ever. That style is not a new one. All that I've tried to do is to make it more realistic, more plausible, my juxtaposition more plausible. So again, you see this vase of flowers on a doily, on a table, a blue tablecloth, flowers emerging from the vase, and you see particular specific flowers like sunflowers, tulip, and that is a pun. Tulip, tulip.
Tulips.
The tulip flower forms,
Tulips.
right, right,
Tulips.
tulip, yes,
Okay.
and the sunflower forms a like
Different.
a halo over the lady's head,
And these
and
are what? Daisies?
daisies, yes.
Hmm.
And so you're looking at more or less real objects that one can experience in real life, juxtaposed in such a way as to create an alternative reality. I mean, when one talks about an alternative reality, it is what is called a parallel universe. Physicists tell us that there are more than three dimensions in our universe. So I'm trying to give a visual experience, the viewer a visual experience of a fourth spatial dimension within our three-dimensional terrestrial space.
And also, David, this is a table, a
Table,
round table, but it looks like her dress, her
so yeah,
shoulders,
shoulder, yes.
and her
Mhm.
dress, and a reflection of the vase, right?
Yeah. The shadow of the vase, yes. So
Mhm.
everything here is realistic.
It's plausible.
It's plausible. The juxtaposition is plausible, and yet you see another dimension emerging out of this vase of flowers, and it looks like a lady.
So
So
are these true sunflower
those
leaves?
flower leaves, yes, yes, you
Okay.
have that serrated edge of the sunflower leaf, and then the sunflower capping it off like the lady's hat.
Okay. And if persons want something like this, you could make them. You could draw this in a. How long does it take you to do
Something
something
like
like
this
this?
would take about 5 hours.
Okay. So they
5 hours.
could literally have it in their house within
Yes,
2 to 3 days.
yes. Uh-huh.
All
And
right.
this is just one of the plethora of different images. If I may show you another, um, here I have, and being from the Caribbean, specifically Dominica, I like to include, um, I like to include the Caribbean scene that which I grew up. I came here as an adult, so Dominica being my Dominica, which is not the Dominican Republic, it's the Commonwealth of Dominica, which is the third largest English speaking island in the Caribbean that many people do not know. Um, Only Jamaica, among the English speaking islands, only Jamaica and Trinidad are larger than Dominica. In fact, we are almost twice the size of Barbados, although they have 5 times our population. And so these are the scenes that I grew up looking at. Um, Caribbean sloops that ply the Caribbean, um, fishing boats, mountains, which Dominica being the most mountainous island in the world. We have a lot of water. I mean, we boast of 365 rivers. And when I talk about rivers, you're talking about clean, clear water. You can literally drink from those rivers. Of late, we've been having a lot of, we're feeling the effects of climate change, and we're having a lot of uh, flooding and so on, something that I had never seen while growing up in Dominica. Anyway, so you see the Caribbean items, objects that are germane to the Caribbean, like coconut trees, fishermen in boats, sloops that go from island to island, and you can even see a man climbing a coconut tree,
But you have to point it out.
and it's got right here, and yet it turns into the face of a man's face smoking a
Yeah.
pipe.
Ah,
Yeah,
wonderful, wonderful.
the pipe is that buoy, well, with a land a buoy on the land, and the rope that um ties the boat to it. So it looks like a man smoking a pipe, although it's just a Caribbean scene, Caribbean seascape. So
Wonderful.
you have two images in one.
Yeah, from where I am, I'm seeing the face of the man so clearly.
Really, yeah. But the objective is to get the viewer to look more intensely to see
Okay. Sorry about that. Go ahead.
So the objective is to get the viewer to look more deeply and see the individual items that make up the face.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry about that, David.
Hmm.
Yeah. So any one of these pieces that you see David show, he would have he can make you a copy at any time. Something similar, maybe not exactly like it, but the same theme. David, do you make the exact same art over and over again?
Almost always alter it slightly. I almost always alter it to make it unique to that individual collector.
Okay, wonderful. Do you have any piece that you want to give away tonight as a prize?
Well, I have
Well,
this.
think about it, and we come back and tell us what you're gonna give away,
Don't show the whole thing. Don't show the whole thing.
and what the listener needs to do in order to get it. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna come back after we play some music for that giveaway. Please go ahead and share with your friends so we bring more people in so that we can have a bigger party. You know what I mean? You can get up and dance. You can have your tea. I am having the Rejoice tea, the Rejoice iced tea, I call it. But you could go ahead with your tea. Merry Christmas, says Gail. Nice to have you, Gail. So this is a big haul tonight. We're gonna get a piece of art with it, right? So go ahead and share on your page. David, oh, you're drinking lemongrass, right?
Yes, the lemongrass. Yes.
Okay. While we're rocking to the music of my nephew Jimmy D, Jimi, Fish D is his handle on YouTube. Very talented young man. So go ahead and look him up, follow him, buy his music on places that you could download music. So we're gonna rock some more to some music while people get their teeth together and everything. Hey Dolores, nice to have you in the place. Come on, Yvonne, rock it. So we're gonna look for this link on Facebook and share it so that other people can join.
Oh, this is YouTube. This is YouTube. So, how many we have out there on Facebook watching? How many on YouTube?
I think all of these people are on Facebook right now that I see commenting.
How many
Oh
we
no,
have on Facebook?
I'm seeing 4 people right now.
On Facebook. Okay. In order to get this print that we have as a surprise giveaway, we would say we need that person.
Wait, let me turn this down because your voice is very soft, Yvonne. All right, go ahead.
Okay, so we need at least, I think that's a bit much, but the first, what?
The 50th person to sign on.
The 50th person to sign on? I think that's stretching it.
The 50th. That is going to be interesting. So let us share and see if we can get the number up to 50. Come on, ladies and gentlemen, we have work to do. We have work to do, so let's get it. Let's get those numbers up so that David would give away that that nice piece with Bob Marley. Can you show them what it is, David, that they're working for now?
Initially, what one sees is Bob Marley, but then I want the
Continue.
All right,
I want the
explain.
viewer I want the viewer to look more closely and see what's in there.
Move out a little. So you can see the whole image. Move out a little. Move back.
Hold on. See what's in there.
Turn it.
Initially, it's
right.
good.
Right.
The viewer sees Bob Marley, but it's actually Peter, Bonnie, and Bob on stage. The viewer is backstage looking through the curtains. Bonnie is playing the drum, on which there's a map of Jamaica that turns into Bob's teeth. And Bob is in the distance, actually on stage performing, while Peter and Bonnie are in the background backing him up. And then one has to look down at the shadow of Bonnie's shadow and the shadow of the drum. And one will see a lion, the Lion of Judah, in ascendance.
Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's an amazing piece. I have one of those too. So,
it's called oh geez. I suddenly forgot the title. No. Huh?
all right, it will come back to you. All right, so we got to bring the number up to how many, David?
What's that?
We got to bring the number up to how many?
50. Yes.
50.
Yes.
So we want 50 persons. We want 50 persons on right now. To make this, so he could give this to someone. All right, so let's share so that we get 50 persons here.
Okay, the title is Trenchtown Tremor. It's that little tremor that came out of Trenchtown, Jamaica, that rocked the world.
Okay. And you said the Trenchtown Tremor has to do with, everybody knows Bob Marley is from Trenchtown.
Yeah, right.
And it's him,
Is it that little
Bunny
vibration
Wailer and
Peter Tosh? Is
yeah.
that little vibration that created that tremor that rocked the world?
Right.
So it's called, that's why it's called Trenchtown Tremor.
Okay. So we will give away this piece this evening.
And the frame may be different.
Okay, it's a different frame. Okay. We're going to give away that piece this evening, but we need to bring the number of, I have 15 comments here on Facebook, 1 share. So guys, we need to do better with the sharing. I'm going to start sharing too. So where else can we share? Share to a group. Come on, guys, let's do the sharing so we can get more people in here to get this wonderful piece of painting. Go ahead and share it with your group. So we have more people watching us. David is anxious to give away this piece, but he wants us to bring the number up to about 50 persons watching so that he can give this away to someone. So we're doing our best to share to as many places as possible so that we can have more people join us for this giveaway. All right, so we're gonna continue to listen to more music from Jimmy D. Um, while we wait for more people to join us, and remember, um, Yvonne, can you tell me something about that tea that you're drinking? What do you like about it?
As a child growing up, I can remember whenever you had a cold, my grandfather would go out and literally cut the fever grass and make some tea. And
Right.
you would have it at night, and the next morning you're ready to go again. It would just seem to act so fast in getting rid of that fever.
We have it in Dominica too.
That's
What
that's
you call it
the
fever
lemongrass.
in Caribbean.
Yes.
Well, we call it fever grass, but
Yeah, we call it fever grass. It's lemongrass. Yeah, it
And I
helps with the
always loved it so much.
respiratory issues. So it could help to clear you up. And of course, back then we had the good organic strong version. So
exactly, yes.
yeah, it would help to clear your So yeah. So David, do you drink fever grass as well?
Yes, we have it in Dominica.
Okay.
As I've told Yvonne, almost everything that you have in Jamaica, we have it in Dominica.
Oh yeah,
The
that's
only thing
nice.
I thought we didn't have was ackee. And the last time we visited for my mom's funeral,
I saw them.
as we were driving out of the airport, here was a huge tree of ackee.
Yeah.
Uh,
And as people move around freely more often than old days, people take plants with them and seeds and so on. So you would find the same thing spread all over, and including Florida. There's a lot of wherever a person from each island settles, they want to take their food with them. So
Not only that, the only thing is that the names are different. A perfect
okay.
example is what you call semi-contract. One has to remember that in Dominica we also speak French Creole because Dominica was once a French colony. In fact, it changed hands several times between the British and the French. So we maintain that French Creole, just like the Haitians. Oh, the Haitians are surprised when they hear me speak Creole. And what you call semi-contract, we call semi-contract.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Which I'm pretty sure they were trying to say the same thing and
It,
ended and ended up saying it that way.
that one was one of my favorite teams. Yes.
Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're just joining us, please remember to go ahead and put your name in the chat so I see who is here. I'm going to search for the first person who joined us here for a prize, and that is Sheila Conway. Hey, Sheila, congratulations. I'm going to send you one of these sampling sets, Sheila, with about 6 different tea samples that you could take for yourself, or you could give it to someone as a gift for Christmas, right? So there you go. This is going to be your prize for being the first one who came on here and identified yourself. Remember, when you come on, you have to say something in the chat so we know who is here. So Sheila is going to win this prize for being the first one who came on and identified herself. This makes a beautiful, beautiful gift with packets of teas inside in individual wrapper so that the person can get a sampling experience of different types of teas, right? And you see the box is nicely decorated by hand. And yeah, so that's the prize for Sheila. Congratulations, Sheila.
Yay.
Yay. So there goes their first prize. How are we doing with the numbers? It went up to just now, but it fell back to 4. So we're still searching for those persons to join so that we can give away this beautiful piece of art by David. Um, Monique says, beautiful art. Sheila says, interesting. Sheila says, oh. And Gail says, Merry Christmas, everyone. Sheila said, hi, Gail. Hello, Sheila. Hello, Dolores. All right. So, Sheila says, amazing. Monique was here maybe next week. Amazing, my friend who joined. Please say hello. Thank you. Okay, so great. Sheila, you brought in some of your wonderful friends. Again, I thank you. Really appreciate your support. So we're going to listen to another song by Jimmy D. And remember to go to Jimmy D's site on Facebook, on Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube, especially YouTube, and like and share his video and download his song. So this is one of the ones I really like. Hi, Peggy. It's a cover version.
It's a cover, okay.
Yeah, so it's a very popular song. So go ahead and share, guys, so we can bring more people in the party. And if you just join us, we are listening to the music of Jimmy D. Yeah, just the way you are. So we listen to the music of Jimmy D and artist David G. Wilson and his wife Yvonne Wilson are here as our guests. This portrait of me was done by David. All right. And on the other side of me is another beautiful piece that was done by David. And
it's entitled Anthropomorphic Bouquet.
I'm not even going to try to say that one.
Anthropomorphic bouquet.
I have to study
which is an inanimate object that portrays its human characteristics.
Right. And so you're looking at first glance, you're seeing a lady, but when you look closer, you're seeing a vase on a blue tablecloth, right? And this is like a doily or crochet. And this is the vase. Right?
There's one more thing that you haven't noticed.
What, this one?
Yes. It's Yvonne's initial, YW.
Okay.
You can
see
the Y.
The Y?
Can you see the W?
The W in here or somewhere else?
It's follow the line of the lower part of the vase. It dips up into the Y. It dips up into the Y. Yes, go up and come back down.
Oh.
So here's the W. You start from this left side. Point.
Right there.
Yes, go down, follow that, go up, come back down, go up again. So you see Yvonne Wilson.
And this is tulip, which is literally two lips.
Yeah.
Right? And these are daisies forming the eye and the earring. This is a rose. This is a sunflower leaves coming down here. And David said he could do this within like 5 hours. So if you could get this piece for someone for Christmas and have it shipped to you and receive it on time for a present, you have to just contact him. David, could you go ahead and type? You guys have access to, you're seeing the chat? You could get it on Facebook. If you go on my Eve McLilley Teas page, you will have access to the Facebook chat, and just type your website and your information so that they can link to it.
My website is
Go to Eve McLilley Teas page, and you could get access to that. So beautiful work, beautiful work. Hi Gail. She said, oh, all right. Optical illusion says Sheila. Yes, it is optical illusion. When you think what you see, there's more than one thing. It's not that what you saw is wrong, but there are other ways to interpret what is in front of you. And my teas are here. There's this tea that is really very beautiful, warm inside. Have you ever tried this, Yvonne? I don't think so. It has cinnamon, peppermint, spearmint, ginger, orange peel, clove, cardamom, licorice, and black pepper. This is a really bold tea. It clears your sinuses right away, right? Because all the ingredients in here are pretty strong. So if you like strong, bold teas, it's especially great for this time of the year. The cold seasons is something that will definitely warm up your body. Again, it has cinnamon, peppermint, spearmint, ginger, orange peel, clove, cardamom, licorice, and black pepper. Most of which
that one. It's good.
Most of which will make you feel really, really warm inside. It will just literally heat up your body. So that's why I named it Warm Inside, just like I named Rejoice. Rejoice, because it does give you that feeling of just so wonderful. So Warm Inside is a really great Christmas blend, because it also keeps you warm. It makes your whole body feels warm, right? I've had it, says Sheila. It's flavorful, yes, very strong. I take the tea bag out quickly so that it's not so strong. Yes, that's the way to do it. If the tea is really strong and you cannot stand it that strong, if you don't like a strong taste, you just don't let it steep too long. So you could use it several times, literally. So a tea bag like this is something that you would really benefit from putting in this tea bottle and have it all day, because you could keep adding more hot water as you go along during the day. Sheila, how is it going with your tea bottle? Tell us about it. So this is also mint and ginger. That needs no introduction. Peppermint is great for clearing your sinuses, for digestion issues. Ginger is pretty much the same thing. So this is a really great combination for herbal teas that will help you with mucuses and keeping your throat clear and clean, and loosening up your sinuses as you go along during the day. So also something that would add a lot of heat to your body, the mint and ginger. And then there is Minty Peppermint, which is another bold, extreme bold taste. It smells really delicious, peppermint. This is infused peppermint. So think about the peppermint that you know outside, as you go pick the leaf and smell it. This is probably 50 times stronger than that because it's infused. So it's very, very, very strong and smells really awesome, tastes really awesome. Again, this is one of those flavors that you could have probably most of the day drinking from, because you could keep adding hot water to it because it is very strong to start out. Okay? And all my teas are packaged by hand, by myself, right? So this is why I am trying to make sure that the word goes out that we have these wonderful, wonderful teas over here most of which are organically grown. And I like you guys to spread the word with your friends so that everyone could know that we have these beautiful teas over here. So I see David drinking his lemongrass over there. So he's gonna sleep nicely tonight, Yvonne. He'll
I
just
am telling you that
fall off.
I don't think one night goes by without us having a cup of tea. I'm a tea
Okay.
person. Every night we
Hmm.
have some tea.
Why
Whether
do you think you drink tea at night? What does
I
it do for you?
calms us down, it calms you down. Yeah.
It
So
helps you to relax after
relax.
uh,
Hmm.
at the end of the day. Yeah,
Exactly.
that's wonderful. All right, so we didn't see anybody in the group. Sheila says I've had it. Okay, Sheila, I asked about the tea bottle. Can you comment what's going on with you and your tea bottle? All right, so if you guys have any question for David or for myself, you could go ahead and put it in the chat so I can um I can address that. Sheila says the tea bottle is high quality. I used it yesterday in my car. I ate lunch in my car because I don't take my mask off at work due to COVID. It's nice to have the tea in my cold car. So in your cold car, your tea was warm. So very, very, very good. Very good example, Sheila. I love that. I love that. And I'm sure it maintained its temperature because sometimes I'm here working in the days and I put tea in the bottle. I don't even close it, but I leave it there. And hours later, I go back and it is still very, very warm, even though the top is off. So it does keep your liquids
Could I make
very,
an
very
announcement?
hot. Hmm?
Could I make an announcement?
Sure.
Oh, viewers may see some. At the present, I have a show of 15 paintings at Lakeview Library in Rockville Center,
Right.
Long Island, at the Lakeview Library, which is 1120 Woodfield Road. And as of the 27th of December, I will be having another show at Great Neck Library.
Okay.
I
So those
should
are
have another
all
15
right.
people on display there.
And the other
So those
can
are
be
places that you
These are
could
places
go.
where people can actually see my paintings, the real
Okay,
paintings.
so can you type it in the chat, Yvonne, so that people who see this video afterwards can see
right.
where his work would be on display. Hello, Jennifer, you made it. Nice to have you. So David just gave us two places that you could see his work on display, apart from in my house or in his house. um,
Because you have it.
so so just type it in the chat, the addresses of those two places that you could see his beautiful work on display. And it's usually an amazing display because there's so much colors and vibrancy to see when you see a bunch of his paintings together, because you could just see from this little collection here how vibrant it is, from my portrait to this one to that small one over there. Very, very vibrant colors, beautiful works of art.
My,
Um,
more recently, one of my pieces was on loan to the Museum of the Bible in Washington, D.C. for a year.
yeah.
Uh, in Dominica, my work is also at the Dominica Museum and at the Old Mill Center, which are two museums in Dominica.
Okay. Wonderful. Um, Sheila said Mr. Bradley was my high school teacher and was a state representative and attorney. Thanks for joining us. The artwork is fabulous. Oh, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Mr. Bramley. So we would love to see something like this on Mr. Bramley's wall. So that's wonderful, Sheila. Thank you for inviting your friends. So beautiful. For the persons who just joined, because a few persons just joined, we are displaying a few of David's work, and he has a beautiful painting of well, of Bob Marley to give away, and could you just show them, David, and explain what that is all about?
It's a,
It's a print.
it's a print. It's entitled Trench Tongue Tremor,
Mhm.
and I've been a fan of Bob Marley since 1975 when I
Right.
discovered his work in Dominica. And Even and I got to see Bob Marley perform on two occasions, 1978 and 1980, his last show in New York. And you see, the viewer sees an image of Bob Marley. But when you look more closely, no, wait, wait, when you look more closely, you see Peter and Bonnie. Bonnie is playing a large drum. Peter is playing the lead guitar. On the surface of the drum, you see the map of Jamaica. And in the distance, you see Bob Marley with his arm raised. He's on stage performing to the audience out there. So the viewer, the viewer, you are looking at you are having a backstage view of the trio performing. The curtains form his dreadlocks. And if you look closely at the shadow of Bonnie's legs and the drum, you see the Lion of Judah in ascendance. Maybe I should just turn it like that and you'll see the lion more clearly. No, this way. You'll see the lion more clearly.
Right.
If you look at the shadow of Bonnie's legs and the drum, it looks like a lion climbing straight up. Okay.
Okay.
So it's entitled Trench Tongue Tremor because there was that little tremor that was made in Trenchtown, Jamaica that rocked the world.
Right.
Mm.
Wonderful piece.
Yes, I did. The map of Jamaica. Oh, well, the reason for using the map of Jamaica for his teeth is that whenever Bob spoke, he never spoke standard English. He stuck to his Jamaican patois. And what was coming out of his mouth was Jamaican. And the world understood him in spite of the fact that it wasn't standard English. But even when he spoke in parables, you understood what he was saying.
Right. Right. Wonderful. Wonderful. Wonderful tribute to Bob Marley. And David is giving that away, but he wanted us to bring this group up to um, 50 persons. Sheila says, I suggest that people look at the art on your website, Mr. Wilson, because it is a little difficult to see the details with the glare from the
Yes.
camera here on the live. Yeah, that's true, Sheila. That's a great suggestion. If you go to David's website, which is what, David?
DavidGWilson.com.
DavidGWilson.com. That's his website. David G.
You may also see it on if you go to oh gosh, uh,
Facebook.
and Fine Art America, and if you go to Fine Art America and you search for David G. Wilson, you will find me there too.
Okay.
You can also find me as David G. Wilson 2 on Facebook.
David G. Wilson 2 on Facebook.
On Facebook.
Number 2?
Yes, number 2.
Okay. All right. Wonderful. So there you have it. So look up David and look at his. David, how many paintings you figure you have now?
I've been
Estimated?
painting for 50 years now, so you're talking about me over 600.
Over
Like,
600 pieces. And
the
this
largest
year
one,
alone.
the largest one is 9 feet by 16 feet, and that was a tribute to Dr. King.
Okay.
It was
Wonderful.
painted in 1985.
Okay. This year alone, how many pieces do you think you have done so
So
far?
far this year, well, now that I'm retired, I'm a
because of
retired
COVID.
teacher, and because of COVID, I quarantined myself in the basement. I think I've done over 70 paintings this year.
Over 70 this
Sometimes,
year alone.
sometimes 2 in a day.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. So there you have it. Get some support for David if you know people who are in the art business who are purchasing or would like him to exhibit. Just hook us up with the contact so that we could help his business to grow also, right? David, what's your dream for your work?
Oh, well,
What's the
even and
next
I,
move?
actually, even and I have been looking for. Recently, we went to Philadelphia looking for, there was a building, a museum of a military museum where they had two buildings and a parking lot for sale, and we were trying to acquire it, but the smaller building was too tiny. The larger building is beautiful, but and then the location was not right. We've been
Okay.
looking for a place to house our collection. For,
Okay. So you look,
And if
your
you can't do
long-term goal
and
is
if,
to have a
and if we
museum.
can do it, we may turn this house
here.
into a museum.
Okay.
We have
You
also
look,
been contemplating acquiring a condo and move out of here and turn this house into a museum.
okay, wonderful. So great. So you hear it, guys. At some point, you will be in the not too distant future, you'll be able to see all David's collection in one place. All right. So thank you, David, and we're gonna wrap this up now. Remember, we have the gifts for you for your Christmas presents. If you're interested, this is just two of the ways that your gift might look. If you buy gifts that you want to give for presents for the holiday. And remember, art is a beautiful gift to give to someone too. David also has prints of some of the art that could be sold at lower prices. So you just
In the background,
message him.
in the
Hmm?
background, you will see a portrait of Malcolm X,
Hmm.
which is made up of two Muslims in front of a mosque, brandishing sickle and scimitar. We have prints of that painting,
Okay.
and
All
it's
right.
set up. Mm.
And those prints are for sale. So
Yeah.
if you need to give that kind of gift, please feel free to reach out to David so that you can get copies of his work that the ones that he has in print. And if you want to order originals, he will do it for you also. Um, yeah. So basically, that's it for me. I'm going to end by introducing you again to the warm inside tea, which has cinnamon, peppermint, spearmint, ginger, orange peel, clove, cardamom, licorice, and black pepper. All of those are warm herbs and spices. So this is one of those blends that would be wonderful for you to have for the holiday season. I appreciate you guys being here. Please share this broadcast after we get off here so that other people can see it and connect with us. We are small business people trying to put our businesses out there. Yvonne, thank you so much for joining with your tea. Can I see
You're so
your
welcome.
tea? Can I see your tea tray?
My tray is well, I took everything off just about, but I
Oh, you
had my
did. Don't worry if you did take it off already. Okay.
my tray here,
Beautiful. Beautiful.
and this is
Eve
the
McLilley.
Eve McLilley tea. This is the one that we were having tonight, which is the
Mm.
lemongrass. And I have so many teapots. This is one of those that I received from my cousin who came from London. She brought it over for me from UK for our anniversary. So this is really an anniversary teapot that I'm using tonight.
Nice. Beautiful. So, guys, if you have anyone who wants to join us on this broadcast next week or the week after, just get in touch with me and let me know, right? As as we try to hold up each other, we try to lift each other up, we try to give each other a platform so they can promote what they're doing. Please share it with your other entrepreneurs or artists and so on. Sheila said beautiful. Thank you, Sheila. That must be the teapot that she's saying is beautiful. So yeah. So thank you guys. I really appreciate you joining me. And remember, check out Jimmy D, Jimi space D on YouTube. He's my nephew. And we're just trying to give everybody a chance to grow. So go out there and buy his music for those of you who buy and download music. And remember, David's work, if you think that painting is something you want to give to one of your loved ones for the holiday season, just message him, reach out to him at his website, and you could get prints also and have them nicely framed like the Bob Marley that he has there. That's a print. All right. So grateful for you to be here. Have a wonderful evening, guys. God bless.
We can
Thanks
Okay.
for
also
inviting
we can
us.
also get any image that you see. We can have it made as giclée. We can also have a giclée made of it, and it will take a few weeks, but we can at whatever size you want, we can have that done for you.
Okay, so let's break that down a little bit. So if someone wants
A
one like
giclée,
this,
yes,
exactly like this,
yes,
they could get a
giclée,
G
giclée.
clay,
Right.
which is a more fabric finish that looks
It's
like
on
it's
canvas.
real.
It's on
That
canvas. Yes,
yeah,
ready.
that looks
It
like
comes
it's
ready to hang.
original.
It
Right.
comes ready to hang.
Oh, okay, so it wouldn't be reflecting on the glass or
No,
so on. It would be more on fabric,
right.
but
Okay.
it's a form of printing on
Yes,
fabric.
yes.
Okay, wonderful. So you heard it, guys. So that's a more high quality version of a copy that you could get. Good night, says Dolores. Good night. All right, guys. Have a wonderful night. Stay blessed. Thank you. This is Evadne signing out from New York.